So what's going on, social media land? Backwoods hippie here. Listen, I ain't been on here as much as I'd like to be. And the reason is well, the weekend after the Las Vegas massacre, I got banned on Facebook, and it was a series of bans on different accounts is what happened to me. When I got banned on one account, I went to another. And then I got banned on that account within like the same day. And then I went to another account, got banned the next day. And it just kept up to the point that, they flagged my IP address and they put me on a burn list. And any login that I had from that particular phone, they burned the whole profile. And there were several pages that I had worked on, including ones that I've had since before I started doing this Backwoods Hippie page. And Facebook burned my ass up, quite frankly. They deleted everything I had. They just destroyed stuff. So I sat back, let it ride. Whenever I finally did regain access to my personal profile on this page, what happened was, it was 8 months later. Because I kept getting banned like 30 days at a time. And it was over dumb shit. I just kept catching 30-day bans, 30-day bans, 30-day bans. And then at one point, the 30-day ban just never got lifted. And they never sent me a notice. They just, I thought my page was gone forever. But the thing was, during that 8-month period of time, I tried, just doing research, listening to what everybody else was doing. And I started working on the ground. Anybody I come in contact with, I was talking to political folks. I was writing letters. I was talking to companies. I was calling and talking to representatives in different states. I was even calling different states, acting like I was a citizen of their state instead of this one, just to see what I could accomplish. And quite frankly, social media is a big part of the war that we need to win, because we need to be able to put information out here that people understand and what's going on. But the other half of the war is talking to people in person, hand in hand, starting up conversations no matter where you're at, whether you're at church, whether you're in the store at Walmart, whether you're getting your car worked on, whatever the case may be. Because a lot of these people, whenever you talk to them reasonably and you approach them and they're on their own personal time, that's whenever they're more than likely going to start opening up and talking about things. And then whenever you get a feel for what they're talking about and in their mind as to how they see things, you can sit there and you can research stuff on your phone. And you can say, come here, do you care if I show you something? And then show them something. Prove them wrong on what they think. Show them an alternative motive. Give them some logic and common sense. Talk to them and put them in a parable, like the Bible. Whenever Jesus talked to people, he put stuff in parables so that people would understand things. Give them an analogy. You explain situations to them and get them thinking. They might do the same to you, but hey, I've had different people. They'd be like, let me show you this page called The Red Elephants. You ever heard of them? And they're like, no. Well, listen to this guy. Because what he's saying is fact-based. And it can be backed up. You can research it. Think about it. And I was introducing people to different patriots that speak up. American Warrior Revolution, a whole bunch of others. But during that 8-month period of time, that's what I did. And at the same time, my job title changed. Because I'm not somebody who does this full-time for a living. All right? I'm not on here selling shirts, not on here making money. I'm not knocking anybody who does, because, we need people out here who can afford to do this full time, to do the research and stuff that the mainstream media is not doing. Because corporations, they have a price on their head and they tell you what to do. And if you want to get a 6-figure salary, then you're going to do what they tell you to do. Who wouldn't? That's just how it is. But people out here like Outlaw Morgan, Tommy Gunn, man, they selling their shirts, they're making their merchandise, they're making money, they're able to talk to people about real world stuff, and nobody is their boss. Nobody can silence them unless you get through off of Facebook, off of Twitter, off YouTube, like they did Alex Jones. And, quite frankly, it's a big bunch of bullshit right there, what they did to him. But I got busy over time. I changed job positions, and now it's like I'm one of the jack of all trades, all right? I do maintenance work, I do mechanic work, carpentry work, plumbing work, masonry work, roofing work, you name it, and I do it. Amateur electrician work. I drive whenever I need to drive. I deliver when I need to deliver. I handle supplies when I need to handle supplies. I do a little bit of everything. And I'm taking over. I work on industrial size equipment, contracting myself out with my skill set to companies who need my help for specific things. That's what I do. So, needless to say, I become a very busy individual. Whenever my job description changed, on top of the fact that I was booted off of Facebook for 8 months, so whenever I did regain access, it's been kind of hard getting my footing back. Because on top of that, I'm telling you, I wake up 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I get to work. I don't get off till about 5:30 in the evening. By the time you go get your kids, you pick them up, you go to the store, you come home, you get cleaned up, you cook them something to eat, you do their homework, you sit down and tell them a good night story, watch a movie with them, something, put them in bed. You don't got much time to get on here and speak up. So it's not that I'm not participating. It's just that I'm doing my part. If it's not online, you can bet your ass I'm out here talking to people in the street, and I'm out here doing stuff one-on-one, and I'm conversating with people and changing their minds about stuff that way. But as a nation, we all got to start uniting. We all got to start getting behind all the people out here who is speaking up, because they're trying to silence people. They're trying to silence opinions, and we have to win these midterm elections, folks. We have to. Everybody's preparing for Hurricane Florence to hit. They know that there's going to be disaster because of that hurricane. They know they can rebuild. They saved their lives. The Democrats will do more damage to this country than any hurricane ever has, because it's going to be a long-term damage that's going to take generations to rebuild. And I'm not talking about going to buy wood and supplies, this, that, and the other. I'm talking about our entire economy, our entire nation. There might not be jobs there left to be able to go and earn money to rebuild with. So support the Patriots in the movement, and just stay tuned, because my time's getting freed up and I will be back in full swing soon. Until then, keep it funky, my friends.